Brothers and sisters, for 92 years, we've stood together. And our members face some of the most difficult times we've ever witnessed. Their union, this IAFF, all of us, we will continue to stand together. We'll stand together to ensure their safety, to enhance their financial security, and to fight the attacks on our members' jobs, wages, and livelihoods. We will stand together to secure their retirement benefits and to care for their families, for those that make the ultimate sacrifice. And this IAFF will also stand together to finally ensure that every one of our 298,000 members finally has the right to work under a collectively bargained agreement. Brothers and sisters, as we gather this week at this 50th IAFF convention, the truth is we're nothing less than under siege from many corners. But despite the attacks, despite the challenges, I can proudly report to you that the state of your union remains as strong as ever, marked by a powerful determination that helped us face our opponents and overcome countless obstacles over these past 2 years. And that determination will help us endure whatever adversaries throw at us over these next 2 years. Yes, we've had to play some defense. That's true, as the attacks have come at us fast and furious. But at the same time, we've never taken our offense off the field. And we have accomplished so much by standing together these past 2 years. When this recession began, the worst in 70 years, we knew it eventually would impact us. We understood that at some point it was going to trickle down to so many of you. But then that trickle became a tidal wave in so many places. It led to layoffs, company closings, brownouts, rifts, putting citizens and our members in jeopardy. The pain wasn't exclusive to one geographical area. We felt it in the Northeast, in the South, the Midwest, and the West. More and more of our members became victims of shrinking government revenues that sent too many of them home to look at their spouses and their children and have to tell them, I lost my job today. We watched as so many of you search for ways to just try to keep your members on the job, working, sacrificing. But we didn't just sit back on our hands. We didn't wait for a handout. And we didn't wait for someone else to try to find a solution for us. We went to work. And we went to work with the Congress, and we went to work with this administration, and we charted a course that would help to lead us out of this worst economic devastation that we've ever seen. We passed legislation to give the Secretary of DHS the authority to rewrite the SAFER regulations to get our members back on the job and refill those positions that were lost through attrition. And in the last 4 months, hundreds of millions of dollars have now been hitting the street and have become a lifeline for locals everywhere in Cleveland, Canton, Akron, and Elyria, in Lehigh Acres and Orlando, in Worcester, Fall River, Vallejo, Alameda, Hemet, New Orleans, St. Bernard Parish, Kokomo, and Muncie, and so many, many more. And I'm damn proud of this union because we've already been able, just in the last 3 months, to bring back 1,532 of our own that lost their job, and they're hanging their turnouts back up on their rigs. But I know they're coming back to work. We're bringing them home. But I know, I've talked to so many of you, and I know that there's so many of you that are still hurting. They're still waiting. You're wondering if that funding is going to be available to you so that you can bring your members back and fill those empty seats. And I want you to know that more help is on the way. Just last week, the guidelines for the 2010 SAFER funds were released, and $400 million more is ready to move out the door to you. And to restore another 4,000 jobs. That's $600 million to allow our members to ride and work more safely, and to restore public safety. That's $600 million more for the men and women on the front lines. And this coming October 1st, we're going to be looking at another $400 million that Congress has appropriated so our members can come back to work. That is $1 billion with a B. And it's all dedicated to bring our people back and fill those jobs that have been left unfilled. As proud as I am of all of our achievements in the face of such overwhelming adversity, we know our members are facing so many new challenges and a barrage of negative media. You've heard the rhetoric. You read some of it in yesterday's paper right here in this city on the front page. You've listened to the sound bites. Too many talking heads say our members earn too much. Their benefits are too rich. Their retirements are unsustainable. And they're now calling our members, you, elitists. You're the haves, while the rest of the sectors are the have-nots. It couldn't be more clear that we have a new fight on our hands, a new battle line to be on the front line against. We face a battle against those who simply want to destroy the retirement plans that we and you have been spending decades building. And this isn't just some misguided or lousy politicians that are pushing this. This is a coordinated effort. This is an unholy alliance of those who simply want to destroy what we've built. They're using the press. They're influencing public opinion. And they're coming after us with a vengeance. We've seen the battle lines already in so many places. New Jersey, New York, Illinois, California, Florida, Minnesota, Colorado, and the list goes on. The attacks are coming from all regions, and they're targeting our affiliates large and small. In an era of revenue shortfalls and budget deficits, our members and their retirement benefits are now the new scapegoats of mayors and governors and public officials who've grossly misrepresented the facts to the public. And they're saying that our unfunded liabilities are the reason for the economic distress in local government. Instead of explaining how they mismanage in so many cases our pension plans and their funds, they're changing the conversation, claiming that your pensions are too generous. Instead of talking about the contribution holidays that they take when the markets are flying high, or mentioning that our members have been paying their fair share all along, they're trying to shift the blame to us and claim that you're out of step with the rest of society. This attack, this political strategy is going on with the full support of Wall Street. Oh, they're doing it quietly. They'll be out there shaking your hand. But the truth is, they understand the benefit as they're able to win. They benefit enormously if our enemies are able to wipe out our defined benefit plans and replace them with defined contribution plans. And oh, maybe they won't do it to our people on the job today. They'll just want us to give up our children tomorrow. They simply want to shift the burden. They want to shift the risk. They want to shift it to our members. And then it's always about the money. Because they know they can charge higher fees, rake in billions and billions of dollars from individuals who'll churn their investments. They can do transaction costs instead of being forced to deal with institutional investors who manage our members' retirement future. They want to demonize the men and women of our great profession. They're calling them greedy. They're calling them out of touch with these grossly expensive retirement plans. That's what the headlines are about. They want to rob our members and then try to blame them for the crime. But I got news for them. We are not going to be the scapegoats of those who want to blame a struggling economy and a lingering recession on wages or the benefits or the pensions of our members. I have news for them. We will not back down from this struggle or endure their abuse and lies. I have news for the real privileged class, for the fat cats on Wall Street, for the multi-million-dollar executives of Goldman Sachs and the like, for the elected officials who've declared war on us. We didn't start this war, but I'll tell you, we're sure as hell prepared to go to battle. We'll fight this war because we're on the right side of this fight. The justice of this cause is clear. The retirement future of our members is at stake, and we are not going to back down. The challenges we face on behalf of our members are very obvious. Which brings us to the question we must ask ourselves this week. Are we prepared to make sure that we're at our very best in these tough times with so many struggles ahead? We expect our municipal governments to resource our departments. We expect our provincial and our state governments to resource our communities and our retirement plans. We expect the citizens of our two great nations to resource our governments so our schools can teach our children, our militaries can defend our countries, and our members can protect their communities. The question you have to answer this week is, are we prepared to resource ourselves? I believe the path is clear. The answer is obvious. We need to resource ourselves to ensure that we can continue fighting, continue winning, and do the work our members expect us to do and have given us the responsibility to do. Brothers and sisters, this week, during this convention, we are here to make sure we position ourselves so we have the best chance for success as we face the difficult times ahead. For 92 years, the members of this union have been on the front lines for every man-made and natural disaster. For 92 years, this union they have depended on this union to protect them and enhance their lives. And for 92 years, those of us who have taken this union's oath to represent our members have fought to better their lot. Our backs are up against the wall once again. Our success in these difficult and changing and challenging times will determine the fate of this IAFF, of our 3,200 locals, and the 298,000 women and men we represent. So right here, right now, I commit to you that we will push back harder than ever to protect our members' lives and their livelihoods. I commit to all of you that while you're fighting on the front lines in your communities, this IAFF will be on the front lines with every one of you. This is our mission, and failure is not an option. I know we're up to the challenge. I know we're up to the test. This is our duty. This is our calling. This is our charge. I said it when I walked out here this morning. We are so much better and we are so much stronger when we stand together. So stand with me to protect what you've built over all these years. Stand with me to build a brighter future for our members. Let's stand together. God bless you. God bless every firefighter and every armed service member on the front lines everywhere.